My friends, don't tell anyone, but Mike is my favorite guy at DN Solutions. Wait, are we live? I think we're live right now.
We are.
Nobody heard that though, right?
Nah.
Okay.
All these people here.
Multi-asket, mill turn. We got a turret at the bottom. One of my favorite machines to talk about because we can do so much inside this machine.
We can.
Which, that's what we want our customers to have done in ones. Get more done. 8+ axes. I mean, really getting this. And we're talking about accuracy for skiving on this machine.
Yes, sir.
Mike, I got to know more about this machine. I know the audience does as well. You're skiving. You have a turret. You have a mill turn. Let's talk about it.
Best thing that we have to offer. It's a multi-purpose machine, mill turn, right? You can turn around skive with her, yes, but we can do regular work with her. The guy buys this is a 2100. We make a 2600, a 3100, and a 5100. We get bigger the parts, but we can skive with her. When we get done with a day, guy can pull off, put other parts on. Hey, you're spending good money for something that you could take parts for different projects, production, this or that, and turn around and do skiving.
Multitasking. This is what I'm hearing in my head right now while you talk about this, Mike. And I think about multitasking because of your description of we have the precision, accuracy, reliability to do skiving, which I consider an art form. When we get into the world of skiving and gears, my friends, if you're doing that work, thank you. That is an art form. Thank you for doing that. But when we get into that world, there are companies dedicated to do only that. But you're telling me when I invest in this machine, I can do that. But if I have another few jobs that come in, I can do those as well.
That's right.
Because I'm not dedicated to just the one.
Correct.
That to me is what multitasking is all about.
Correct. But as a company offering that capability, I offer it in Siemens and Kufos. This would be a Siemens machine. Not to separate either one as good or worse, the better or whatnot. Straight up, your Siemens shop, Siemens machine. Non-Siemens shop, Kufos is the way to go. But we work with the cutters, different companies, with Sandvik, Star Cutter, whatnot. That's what gets what we need.
And is this a decision made by you or made by the customer in order to see what works best for them?
That is based on the customer. We give them the option because you got world out there that prefers one or the other, right? So at the end of the day, it's about the customer and making it easier for them.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I can crash them all.
Right, so can I. But at the end of the day, we also teach it. Here out of the CTC, we work with Siemens and Fanuc. With that, we want to build up everybody based on their option they purchase. Because we want them to come back, obviously, but we offer the option.
Yeah, well, when I look at this, I love that you're able to work with the customers out there to give them what they desire. We all know as we're constantly trying to do more, we're reshoring, we're bringing things back, we're trying to do more within a footprint. As real estate has gotten more and more expensive, real estate, we can't have 5 machines to do different operations anymore. We have to do all 5 operations in the machine. Turret, 2 spindles, and we have a head at the top that's going to do our milling and turning if we need to, basically, right? So I'm seeing it all in one. Tell you what I haven't seen a whole lot of though, is that screen behind your right shoulder. I want to learn more about that, Mike.
And I've got a guy.
You know a guy.
That guy. We will support that, not just tell you about it, but since this is a Siemens machine, I've got that guy. We'll get a little more depth in the conversation.
Well, we can't just talk about it. We got to be about it. So bring that guy in.
I'll get that guy, right?
Absolutely.
Right. I'm in.
Chris, good to see you, my friend. Now we get to learn about Siemens. Well, Chris, let's get it started. We've already promised the audience. I wanted to learn a little bit more. Digital twin is a word I love, but I like to go into details because we're still using it kind of as a buzzword and not as a known entity for our shops.
Okay.
So digital twin, I believe, is where we're sitting now, but there's so much more to what's going on, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. So traditionally, the digital twin is going to be used as kind of a standalone solution, right? I'm up in my engineering department. I kind of want to validate my program. So I want that duplicate of the machine up there. But generally it stops at that point, right? Then I run the programs down, however I transmit them to the machine, and I let my operators go. But there's no really value of the digital twin once we start running the part. So we did something that's a little unique that DN is showcasing on these series machines. We took that digital twin model and turned it into our protection model.
Oh, I like that word.
So what we can do, and let's face it, this is a pretty complicated machine. You've got axes going all over the place, right? So what you can do is you can now import the setup that came from that digital twin, but now it's in the real. So this model is actually being driven by the real machine. So if I move that lower turret's gonna move. If my B-axis moves, it's gonna run. And what happens is there's a look ahead. So if the machine detects it's about to crash, it's gonna stop you before you crash. So this is taking the digital twin and bringing it to the next level. This is what we call Protect My Machine 3D Twin. And it's exclusive here on the SMX series.
Is it weird that I just got chills?
No, you're talking to me. Of course
I don't
you
know
got
if that's
chills.
weird, but honestly, I think about, okay, we started this conversation out, Chris, with this is a somewhat complicated machine.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take a step even further backwards and go, when we're training on machines, I love a manual machine.
Sure.
But a lot of us are training at our trade schools or in our high schools, whatever it might be, on a 3-axis standard machine. So when we jump into the real world and somebody shows us a machine like this, while there are more complicated machines out there, this one, by comparison to a 3-axis machine, might be a little scary.
A little scary.
And with that being the case, I don't want to run this machine as a newbie because I'm scared I'm going to crash an expensive machine.
Yep.
You just protected me from that and gave
Exactly.
me the courage as a new person to walk up to this machine and give it a shot and grow my own career quicker. That's why I got chills, is we're helping people.
Yep, think of this as a safety net. You got something watching over you.
Kind of like you in this conversation.
That's
for
right.
me. Well, guys, if you have any more questions, give my buddy Chris a call, give my buddy Mike a call. I honestly did get chills. That was not made up or scripted whatsoever, but this is how you get protected. This is how you win. It's how you buy an expensive machine and not get scared to run it to full capacity and get those parts done. Give these guys at Siemens a call, DN Solutions. It's a win-win. Chris,
Thanks, buddy. Good
thank
seeing
you so much. Thanks for making me look good and protecting me today, and thank you all for watching.